Alright, this is Rue Valley. Oh, there we go. Define character personality. Alright, how do I make my guy... Alright, we're impulsive. Awkward. Yes. Unkind. I'm an impulsive, awkward, unkind. Perfect. I have no idea what this game's about, but it kind of reminds me of, whatchamacallit? Disco Elysium. That's what it looks like to me. 8 p.m.? Total lack of motivation. Based.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Alright. Your personality traits determine your dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by that same trait. Okay. Are we done? Are we done? He smiles.
Done with our first session? Yes. Speaking of which, I've noticed a slight lack of motivation on your part today.
Red ribbons on the character portrait shows the status effects your character currently has, and status effects has a negative impact on your personality. Whatever. Slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this farce they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Your personality is represented in this part of the screen that shows your personality, blah, 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 blah.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Oh. Holy shit, that was loud. Oh, now there's audio. Turn this down. Why is this sound effects in games so freaking loud? Silence befalls the room, a muffled clanging sound from outside, only making the moment more uncomfortable. I'm fine. Lie.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
No questions. Gets up. He glances at the clock almost too fast for you to notice.
Right, that's it for today.
Through the door, you hear the sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. See you.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Next to you is the source of the clangs. You heard from inside. A young woman beating up an old vending machine.
Spit it out already!
Use B to run.
Come on, you thief!
Can I run into traffic? Where's the traffic? Damn it. Hey, yo, lady.
Coffee, you jerk!
Not coming any closer till the angry woman leaves.
Spit it out already!
Blocked by total lack of motivation. Yep. Could she be here for therapy as well? Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Nobody needs to be sent away from their home to this dump, regardless of their mental state. And yet, what is to be done with lunatics like her? Let them rage around freely, yelling and kicking vending machines wherever they go? There should be a better way to help a distressed person. Perhaps you could speak with her, see if you can help someone. I can't talk to her. I'm unmotivated. Or is that too much to ask right now? Yep, I'm unmotivated.
Come on, you thief!
The machine wheezes in suffering.
I'll break you open if I have to.
It's coiled like a sleeping serpent. Alright. All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call. She responds to the person on the other end. Try to get her attention. Failure. Too introverted. Based. It's best to let her make the first move. She'll soon notice you on her own end of the call and ask if she can help you. That's what receptionists are supposed to do. Pretend to look at the leaflet laying on the desk. You grab a leaflet and stare through it, mentally preparing for the imminent conversation. You either manage to look like you're really here for the leaflets, or she simply doesn't care.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down.
She says to the person on the other end of the line. After a few dozen anxiety-filled seconds, you finally realize she's not about to cut her call short just because you happen to show up. Awkward. Move away from the reception desk and start invading her personal space. Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. You can do that with various items and interactions around you. For example, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, or chilling in a cozy chair.
No, the repair tech already came.
How do I become awkward?
Said the internet will be up by noon today.
Damn it. Damn it. I can't.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
There's only the chair. What's this?
Of course it's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Check out the leaflet. Picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with bottles of water. Above it all, the Coral Destiny logo. Take the leaflet. Items you pick up are stored here. Yep. You put the leaflet into your back pocket. Man. Sit down. Chair looks old, very old, but sturdy. Check out the leaflet. Picture of a huge rocket. Cool. Read the leaflet. Until she finished the call. You start to read the tiny letters that contain everything you were not interested in. It reminds you of the times you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom and were forced to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. Impatient. Just read on. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of communities around us. That's why we proudly provide fresh, purified bottled water, completely free of charge to the residents of Rue Valley. Delivered regularly and held to the highest quality standards, our water is just one example of how we're committed to a healthier, brighter future right here on Earth. Zone out. Zoning out. It goes on with more and more ad lingo, along with some quotes by random people. Nevertheless, time begins to pass. Pass the time. After a while, you realize you switch from reading text to just looking at pictures. The art is ugly. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at its end.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it was fixed. Can you just...
She seems to get interrupted by the person on the other side. Put the leaflet back. Let's check my phone out. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonist. What? Till she's finished. The first wave of tiny bow, the tie-wearing antagonists appear on your phone. Touch one of them. You tap one carrying a golden fork, and he instantly turns into an amorphous purple splotch. A matching splotching sound effect plays at the same time, further confirming that the bow tie-in wearing golden fork carrying antagonist is no more. Unkind. Bwah, I'll squish you all. Bwah. As your mind spins around the absurdity of this game, and while your fingers roam aimlessly across the screen, a group of tiny bow tying wearing antagonists gather near the pile of boxes at the bottom of the screen. Keep squashing them. As soon as you're about to get to the one with the goatee, a slightly larger antagonist with a monocle and pocket watches enter the play arena. Tap on the big guy. You push your finger against the monocled watchman, maybe a bit too hard. The tip of your finger slips and you almost drop your phone. You look at the screen after your heart almost skipped a beat and see that the whole screen is taken up by a bold fat letter saying temporal disruption. Fuck this. Quit game. With a quick swipe and a finger flick, the game is gone and you're back staring at your old wallpaper. Receptionist is still arguing with the internet service provider, and you're getting restless.
No, I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet!
She says to whoever she's talking to. Scroll through my feed. Scrolling. You start scrolling through stale memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsored posts. In one picture, grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby thanks to a cleverly applied filter. Both of them sport donkey ears. An overly long and arguably racist video. A non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic. They often turn out to be unintentional double entendres. Hilarity ensues. Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. After a while, you realize that neither the picture nor the post are loading correctly. Check the signal. 1 bar, but you get the feeling that if it could, it would show half a bar. Seems like all these posts were from some time ago, stashed needlessly in your phone's memory. Unless you hook up to some local Wi-Fi, you won't get much internet here. Time goes by, and the girl at the reception desk is still talking.
Misheard. No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Dude, it's really like midnight, man. Finally, the girl hangs up, ending the forever call.
Hi, can I help you? I would have hung up earlier if I knew you were waiting for me. You're too quiet.
Impatient. Let's just get this over with.
Right away. Let's get you into your room.
Her voice is full of enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And
She raises her hand, holding a piece of blue-red plastic.
this is your key card.
Nod and wait for her to put it on the counter.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you?
No. She excitedly waving the card around her head.
Well, we decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Reckless. Snatch the key card. You snatch the key card from her hand and she stops in the middle of a sentence with a shocked expression on her face.
Wow. All right.
She puts some kind of document on the counter.
I'll need your signature here.
Signs.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Uh-huh. Took forever. Bitch. Can I run into traffic yet? Damn it. Can I climb this? Oh, there we go. Man, who climbs that like that? Jeez. The paint is peeling from the wood of the door, but number 6 is new, shiny, and chrome. Unlock. Try the knob. You press the knob and push the door, half expecting it to work. It's locked. Use the key card. Tiny green dot of light shows up near the knob. The door is unlocked. Enter the room. Enter the room. Time to go to the bathroom. Take a wicked dump. Can I take a dump? There's so many dark patches that this can barely be called a mirror. A small cup is on the shelf. Look at the mirror. The mirror splotches make interesting patterns on your face. They conceal a dark circle here. A mole there, a patch of wrinkles. I know that face too well. No need to discern every little detail. Truth be told, you prefer not to look at it. Look at it again. A stranger who looks exactly like you is looking you straight in the eye. Cool. I looked at myself in the mirror. It's the cuck chair. Armchair looks exactly like the one in the Dr. Fink's room. Sit down. You sit on the chair. Mess with my phone. With a gentle touch, the phone screen turns on again. Put the phone back in your pocket. Wow, that's a whole lot of phone in and out. Leaflet. Well, that's a whole lot of nothing. Oh, did that lady calm down? Wait, what? There's nothing you care about on the other side. Can I open this? Let me open, dog. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Oh, I guess. Unfortunately, between you and the object of your desire on the folded sheets lies a dusty suitcase. Your suitcase, the smallest one you own. Can't deal with it. Put it away. Yeah, it's such a chore, but the more you prolong it, the worse it will get. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel even harder and more pointless to do it later. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Do you really want to crawl back into that deep black pit? Can't be bothered with this now. Put it away and fall straight into bed. Yeah, fuck it. Well, living out of your suitcase is the surest way to feel transient. This way you can at least continue telling yourself that the therapy will be over soon. And now that the suitcase has been dealt with, this motel room is officially your home. This can never be home. It is now, whether you like it or not. Son of a bitch. I hate this place. God damn it. Can I go take a dump yet? Oh man. Can't take shits. Can I leave? Damn it. Fall onto bed. Blech. You fall into bed with all your weight. It croaks and squirms, and a cloud of dust and skin particles rises up. Classic. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you, and coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. You are desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come that easy. Mess with your phone. Quick match of whatchamacallit, and hope sleep will come. Game starts and already familiar antagonists, blah 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 blah. Squash them all. Time flies when you're having fun. Your ears are pierced by a ringtone that you swore to change years ago. Reject the call. Scroll through your feet. You start scrolling again, hoping a small amount of bandwidth slips through the cracks of the invisible field that connects us all. I hung up on that guy. This is useless. Without an extra internet connection, you won't be able to see much. Play a game. Wow. Constantly playing the same game over and over and over. I guess if someone calls me this time, I'll pick up. Enough of this for now. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down. And as soon as your thoughts start chasing each other in circles... Mind map. This is your mind map. It is a representation of all the memories you have and how they are connected. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by clicking on it and activate it. Once the memory is activated, it can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory. Huh? From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, an image of the receptionist emerges. You're desperately trying to catch her attention, but she completely engrossed in the ongoing phone call. Pretend to look at the leaflet. What a pathetic attempt at acting, or were you a bad actor on purpose? What? She's a very talkative girl. Okay. You hear a familiar sound. It's your annoying ringtone, the one you promised you changed his age ago. Reject the call. Now, why would anyone answer a call from an unknown number? Someone called you from an unknown number, but you decided not to answer. Out of swirling images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerges. bouncing up and down as he talks. Are we done? That's right, being rude really is the best way to get people off your back. If no one likes you, no one will bother you. The image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She's punching and kicking the old vending machine. Could she be here for therapy? Ignore her. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do, just the bare minimum. The young I couldn't even read that. As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision, suspended between sleep and waking. How do I become the most ass guy possible? You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on rumpled motel sheets. Everything is packed. Clothes, phone chargers, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. I'm ready to go home. As you reach for the handle, you notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. Then the gap widens just a little, and something shifts inside. The suitcase jerks. Just a faulty latch. Let's go already. Lift the suitcase. But the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seams split and a snake head appears. Lidless eyes fixed on yours. Then more hisses follow and more snakes emerge. What the hell? Liquid as death and cold as oil. Their bodies twist into knots, ready to spill all over the sweaty sheets. Shut it now! You slam the lid down, the latch snaps shut, silencing the hisses for now. I need to check out. Let's bring the suitcase along. Nobody notice. As you descend the stairs, the midday heat pricks your neck with sweat, and the suitcase shifts slightly in your grip. Better not think about it. It's just clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You enter the reception area, no one's here, and even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. Can't wait. I can't wait here, it's too hot. On a desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits beside a pen. Perhaps you could just do it yourself. Yes, let's get this over with. Fills out the form. Name, date of birth, length of stay, but a single mischief drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot, a puddle, a pond, spreading across the form as sweat spreads across your shirt. I need to write faster. The ink is faster yet, and soon it consumes everything you have written. Snatch another form. You slap the new form over the old one, and the blot seeps upwards. Your sweat drips out downward. Paper becomes a battleground of stains, and your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. It's no use, just keep writing. You write all the words in black. On a completely black paper and sign it in black. Not your fault, after all. You did what you could, now it's time to leave. Find something to drink. Get out already. The parking lot shimmers in heat, asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, the vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. Insert coin, press the button. The machine hums, light flickering, but no bottles come out. Insert coin, press the button. You drop another coin, clink. Press hum, still nothing. Insert a coin. The world narrows to the clink of metal. The press of your finger, the machine's empty whirl. Maybe this time it'll work. You tried to leave the damned motel, and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Hold to recall. Not enough willpower. Don't worry, it wasn't even a real memory. It's an echo of my past. More like random neural activity in your brain. Synapses sparking from nothing. Best forget about it. It didn't feel random at all. Could be, but are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? Not yet. I'm too dumb and unbrave. Oh shit. The sound of a car engine screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to the miserable reality once again. Your head is still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is dry as desert. Status effect. Some status effects can have a greater. Thirsty, for example, nudges you just one point towards the impulsive side. I'm already like fully impulsive. But some other status effects have a much greater influence, in some cases drastically change the personality defined in character creation. It was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. Get up and find some water. Drink it from your sink, dog. Go outside and just open your mouth. This is where I'm getting my water. Turn on the tap. There's some. Oh, yeah. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills your nostrils. It's like there's a plumbing issue in hell. And all that's blocked sewage is feeding directly into this faucet. Then you see the water steaming out of the tap. It's a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of salt. Nowadays, everything is supposedly unhealthy. Proceeds. As soon as the first drop of water enters your mouth, the taste of mud and sharp metals overwhelms you, and before you have a chance to stop, it reaches down your throat and into your stomach. Bile starts rising up with the remnants of what meager food you ate today. Bathtub. Well, I just threw up in the bathtub. At last, the horrible, horrible taste of heavy metals and toxic soil is gone, replaced by one of the stingy acid and semi-digested food. But instead of quenching your thirst, you expel what little liquid you had inside your stomach, making you even weaker and more dehydrated. There has to be some sort of drinkable water in the motel. An optimistic assumption. Drink some more of this. Try the tap again. In a sudden burst of found optimism, you turn on the tap again, but the dark liquid starts pouring out once more. Damn it. Drink the toilet water.
God damn it!
You hear the man yell from inside his car. Even through the tinted windshield, you could feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit!
Wow, he smoked one drag and he's out. Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Fink's. He's probably drunk. Good thing he's driving through a desert. That's lower the risk of him hurting anyone by himself. Come to think of it, could it be that's exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. Must drink water. Can I just leave? With such an abundance of water covering it, the road ahead resembles a flowing river. You won't get far without a car. Stare at the road for a while. A feeling of longing and restlessness starts to well up inside you. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon, beyond the limits of this suffocating desert. But even if you weren't trapped here, you wouldn't go. You may long for the sense of adventure that comes with being on the road. But all you can do is stand and stare and wish for what could have become of the young man that you once were a long time ago. Oh! You jump as if someone's jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you ever witnessed. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart, it's racing from the sudden shock. There's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for, so it keeps lingering, eating you from the inside out while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of the empty parking lot. Go drink some ice. Hopefully you won't have to melt ice in your mouth to quench your thirst. Truth be told, that's not a half bad idea. That's a terrible idea. Who knows how old that ice is? Plus there's a vending machine just a couple steps away. Nah, seems broken. Put some ice in my mouth. You open the machine and put a bit of frozen water on your tongue. It has a flavor. Swallow it. You swallow the ice with a loud gulp and your throat immediately starts hurting. Cool. Suddenly, the night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. What the fuck? Get away! But you can't run away from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. At least I don't have to face it. Close your eyes. Your eyelids connect and darkness greets you for a mere second, but as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I let it go? Oh, how do I let go of it? That's easy, simply. That's easy, simply let go of yourself. Nobody can stop being themselves. The receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. No, I was expecting an answer. The receptionist disappears, and instead, the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight, narrow slits in your closed eyelids. I want this to stop. Squeezes eyelids tighter. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Red sky is seeping through the cuts in your eyelids, forming a number. Oh!
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
I don't need therapy.
Well, Mr. Harrow, the court thinks that you do. I'm simply doing my job, and we will need at least a few more sessions just to determine the severity of your case.
As he speaks, Dr. Fink only seems to become more real.
But I am aware of a slight lack of motivation on your part, and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
Lack of motivation, that's the least of your worries, while your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, what did you hear? Did you hear that? Muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention for some unknown reason. Your heartbeat accelerates and cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible.
The doctor finishes, apparently expecting some sort of answer from you. I spaced out. He smiles.
No worries, Mr. Harrow. You seem to have had enough talk for today anyway.
He stops and gives you a concerned look.
Mr. Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Well, you endured the whole session sonically so far, but this one moment of anxiety could completely ruin your chances of being sent back home anytime soon. Emotional check. Try and act like the stable, well-adjusted person that you are. Success. Wow. Oops, shit. There's no denying you're upset, and the doctor has noticed it already. Best to be honest about it. I'm confused and upset. He nods.
That's understandable. You've been going through a lot lately. But even though these emotions are not pleasant, you should know that there's nothing wrong with feeling them, and that they will eventually pass. And may I add, your willingness and strength to identify and communicate your inner state is very commendable. Trying to understand our feelings is always a good idea, and very often a necessary step in the process of getting better.
Pauses for a moment.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
Lies. I sleep
That's
fine.
so.
He seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes. Oh, he seems to inspect.
Well then, just in case you have trouble adjusting to your new bed.
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows. Reach for the pill.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Ooh, drugs. Takes pill.
Hopefully it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now you only need to pick up the key card for your room.
Oh man, I
I'll
can't
call
be
the
unkind
receptionist to make
anymore.
sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
Thank you. Get up. Wow. Can I take the pill? Oh, cool.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use it?
Of course.
Troubled and disoriented man meets your gaze from the other side of this mirror. He looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. What's happening to me? You must have gotten lost in thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. I couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago, but it feels like an hour has passed since. And then the sound of that old alarm clock awakened you from a daydream you can't remember, and this overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. Splash of water on your face. Whoosh. As soon as you turn on the tap, a horrible smell fills the room as a stream of black water flows out of the old pipe. Yet somehow this doesn't surprise you. Instead, it's almost like you expected it to happen. Alright. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna touch that water. The tap lets out a sad squeal. What? Swallowing the purple pill with some water turns on the tap. Why did I turn it back on again? You turn on the tap and expected a horrible black smell fills the room as a stream of black water. Swallowing the pill dry sounds like a far less disgusting task than putting even a drop of that tap liquid inside your body. Perhaps I can get some vending machine. The book's cover is dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight, shadows gathering all around her, but a gun in her hand shows she's ready for any threat. Not to mention that with that décolletage, she's definitely dressed to kill. Above the woman, the title Lilith Undercover, below the author's name, T.J. Sampson. Toilet literature, psh.
Refreshed yourself? Feeling a bit better now?
Not really.
Sorry to hear that. But you will get better with time, Mr. Hero. Trust me.
Thanks. Your water is full of black goop. The source of the clangs is a young woman beating up an old vending machine. Hey, yo, lady. Just get away from her. Weedle weedle doo. Phone call.
It's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi. The credit card machines are dead. We can't.
Pause for a second.
Hold on. I have someone on the other line.
Push the button on the phone.
Hello, reception. Oh, what can I do for you, Dr. Fink? If it's about the Wi-Fi,
He pauses again and directs her gaze towards you.
Yes, he's here. Of course, no problem.
In an instant, the realization dawns on you because of your anxious behavior at the end of the session. Dr. Fink must have just warned the reception of your condition. Smile. She smiles back at you as she touches the button again.
Hello? I'm very sorry. I will have to call you back later. Bye.
She ends the call and turns to you.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
She continues in the same breath without waiting for your answer.
Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
Awkward, yes.
All right then, let's get you into your room.
Yeah. Her voice is full of enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And
She raises her hand, holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
this is your key card.
Thank you. You stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she completely ignores your gesture and excitedly waving it around.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting
I
an
was not.
old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Suddenly, she curtails her excitement as if she remembered something.
Oh, you must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting story.
I'm looking forward to hearing it sometime. Sure.
Here,
She hands over the key card and puts some kind of document on the counter.
I'll just need your signature.
Signs.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Yep. See you later. Up the stairs, the sideways stairs. Unlocked door. Your dusty suitcase, the smallest one you own, is lying on the folded sheets. Even thinking about unpacking right now is making you feel terrified. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Or maybe worried that by unpacking you accept that you're going to stay here for some time. What could be inside? You. Me? Just put the suitcase away without unpacking. Dr. Fink told you to take this pill if you need to have problems falling asleep, but if you don't, you don't know what's inside. Can you really trust him? I think I could trust him. Fine, let's trust him, but if the pill is fast acting, it's better to swallow it only once you're in bed, ready for sleep. Just swallow the pill. Alright, so you just gotta swallow, right? Here, without the liquid? Why not? Using saliva as a lubricant, you help the purple capsule find its way into your stomach. You have no idea how long it'll take until its effect kicks in, so there's nothing to do but wait. Crawl into bed. It creaks and squirms as you crawl into it. You try to make yourself comfortable, but the overly soft mattress swallows you up. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. All you want is to sleep, but an unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside like a colony of termites munching on a piece of dead wood. Well, back to the phone. Play a quick match. As soon as the first wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists appear on your screen, an uneasiness starts building inside you. Playing this game right now, for some reason, is feeling unsettling. This was supposed to be relaxing. It's not your fault. You're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this right now. Stressful? Scroll through your feed. You start scrolling, but every post looks like you've already seen it before. Same old, same old. Put the phone away. Just close your eyes. Going through the time. The time. Check the call. The screen simply reads unknown number. Let's answer it.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Continue. What can I do for you? The line crackles heavily as if the man is speaking from the distant path.
Well, Mr. Harrow, the real question is, what can we do for you? My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
My case?
Well, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests. Now, I'm sure you're quite concerned, Mr. Harrow, but don't worry. We're here to help you regain your rights.
Thank you, but I'm not interested in your service at the moment.
Of course, of course. I'll assume you have nothing against my calling again later just to make sure you haven't changed your mind. I'll write that down here. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Tschüss.
Tooth? What? Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. But at least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. Close your eyes. Come to sleep. Me 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 me. Honk shoo. Honk shoo. Time flies when you're trying to sleep. Oh yeah. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. Precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down as soon as your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Oh, I see. Careless driver you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient. He's probably drunk. Good thing he's driving through there on himself. When did this happen? This evening, but later? Oh. Split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap. At least my reflexes work. Well, as well as your heart, it's racing from the sudden shock. Suddenly, the night turns blood red, and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety engulfs you. Get away! But you can't run away from the whole sky being on fire any better than you can get from your own past. Suddenly, everything happened again. Everything again, but nothing after. The meaning of what you just experienced is still hard to grasp. Is this some weird deja vu? Memories seem so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Have you actually gone completely mad, and they were right to send you to Dr. Fink? But what if the careless driver really does show up? What if the lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? A combination of several specific memories can create an idea, and with enough inspiration or willpower, you can turn that idea into an intention. Intention opens a new dialogue option that will lead you through the journey of completing that intention. Keep in mind that not all that you intend can be successfully achieved. Memory or fantasy? How could you remember something that is yet to happen? Then again, why would you imagine events so specific? Committing! You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, or if it all is but the fever dream of a lunatic. Yet you can't, it's all too much. All you really want to do is forget you even had these weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. Stay in bed. Forever. Okay. Close your eyes again. Nah. But gradually, your thoughts begin to slow down and your consciousness lightens its feverish grip on you. No embarrassment. Status loss. Anxious apprehension. Was it the purple pill? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace the sweet relief. Embracing? Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. But what is this? This tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. It must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. Spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. Bah! The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. A speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. I got one inspiration. Inspiration points are small sparks of inspiration that you can use to motivate ideas and turn them into intentions. Be aware that when you spend inspiration points, they are gone for good. You remember this feeling. And as you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Well, shit. Okay. Oh. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. Here you can see your active intentions. Select hover over them. Yeah. Get up, Billy. The rain has slackened off, and you see nothing out of an ordinary, nothing you could put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the hotel or motel, he has surely left already while you were sleeping. Yet as you exit the room, the hair rises on your back of your neck and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Glance towards the parking lot. As you stare at the reflection of the water, the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car and starts the engine. And then, he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence on there. That's right! Evidence? As you come closer to the transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Look at the shards. There are several small ones scattered all around, translucent triangles and rhomboids. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Inspect the transformer. The transformer doesn't show any obvious signs of the impact. Inspect the largest shard. This shard is obviously part of a broken tail light. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. I knew I could find someone here, something here, and I did. So it has to be true. It's true. Oh shit. And then before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze exactly as you remember, only confusing you even further. Ah, what will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing and the evening will now continue as if nothing has happened? Fuddled. You cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. From now on, you'll have the exact time displayed here. Pay attention to it, because in Rue Valley, situations change when the time changes. Characters might leave some locations and arrive at others. Their mood might change and they might act differently at different times. Oh! So 47 minutes after my meeting with this dude? The frantic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Wait, don't answer him. He's only trying to confuse you to make you forget.
Mr. Harrow, can you hear me?
I don't want to remember. Why would you? Bury it all deep inside with everything else and never think about it again. A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside interrupts your train of thought. Suddenly, an image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine emerges in your mind. But like the first rock in an avalanche is inevitable, followed by others, and more memories start emerging. Receptionist, thunder, mysterious driver. Finally, that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything again. Struggle to put the memories correct in order your mental fog dissipates. Two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. Ooh.
Time loop?
Dr. Fink's voice pulls you back to the old motel.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow. Would you care to elaborate?
Time loop. That's it. I think that's actually a good time to call it quits. So yeah, there's Rue Valley. Seems interesting. Alright. Well, there's Rue Valley, so yeah. Alrighty. I am done for today.